Hello, my name is Willows,
And my name is Tyler.
and welcome to Alcohol Beyond This Point. It's the podcast where we debate business topics, sober and then drunk, to see if we come to the same conclusion, because that's what the ancient Persians used to do in their parliament. Guess what, Tyler?
We are both members of Parliament.
We're not.
What, Willows?
We are sounding pretty good today, aren't we?
Yeah. I mean, if you've ever listened to this before, you might think so.
Why do you think we're sounding so good?
Because we have microphones.
So this is episode 18, baby, and we have actual microphones. We just spent $1,500 on mics and a mixing box. What do you call it?
A mixer?
What do you call it?
Mixing board?
That sounds fake.
I'm pretty sure it's a mixing board.
Okay, a mixing board and 2 mics, and this is like, we have pop filters. I even bought foam for the walls.
Yeah, looks great.
If you can see it if you're watching the YouTube version on youtube.com/votewillows, you can see the foam on the walls. Tyler's pointing at it right now. This is like a legitimate setup. We have pop filters. We have like mic stands. Like, this is a legitimate setup.
Yeah, jerry-rigged mic stands.
Yeah, they weren't heavy duty. I bought them on Amazon. We bought the mics from an actual music store, but the mic stands we bought on Amazon, and they weren't like strong enough to.
The ad said they were heavy duty. Yeah,
so they weren't really heavy enough to hold the mics. But Tyler, my resident Bob the Builder, was able to pull the springs or something.
So there's supposed to be springs on the bottom and the top. So I took the bottom springs and I put them on the top, and now it holds. It's fine.
So we have actual mics.
Yeah, it's great.
So hopefully this works. You can see the computer. It's out of my vision, but it's recording audio.
Yeah, no, it's really good because I don't know, we're gonna have to do some messing around with it, but I, for one, feel like a professional. My girlfriend thinks I'm a radio announcer, and I have a real job now, so that's really good.
My girlfriend thinks I'm fake.
Your girlfriend is fake.
Shit! See, I yelled away from the mic because
it's still limited.
Shit.
It's fine.
All right. So today, Tyler, what are we drinking?
We're drinking all kinds of beer.
Yeah,
we cider and tequila, lime, Dos Locos, margarita.
We both went to the vendor together. We were down the pub, and I told you that I've been trying to avoid pubs because of COVID, and I don't want to get quarantined.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about like getting sick. Even if I get sick, I'll probably survive. But if I get sick, I have to quarantine for 2 weeks, and my business is not going to be okay.
Right, and I was hungry, so we went to a pub.
So what happened was, but it's 8 degrees right now, 8 degrees Celsius. And I insisted we sat out on a patio.
Yeah, it's perfect patio weather.
It was cold.
It's fine.
But that was part of the deal.
Yeah, so we've been drinking for
a while.
Yeah.
We've been drinking for a while, and then we went to the vendor.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
And good job.
Nice.
Yeah, so why are we not working today, Willows?
Well, I didn't get a permit.
And despite my encouragements, he refuses to operate illegally.
Yeah, well, okay, so what happened is I have to get a permit for like every event I do.
Every
obviously. And the event I did today, the permit was supposed to come in and it never did. So I couldn't go. So I'm not working today. And you're not working today because you're lazy.
Yeah. No, I'm waiting on materials, and in these COVID days, every single thing that you want to purchase is like 2 to 4 weeks, and then it comes closer to 4. See, extension, not...
These mic stands are kind of weird. It's moving around weird, but
remember,
it's fine.
Extension doesn't really work because of the...
I
took the springs off.
Yeah, we took the
So if you want it to work, like, extend it fully.
This is fine,
until
though,
it
right?
flops over.
Where I am right now?
Yeah, until it falls over.
Okay, well then, whatever.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So anyway, but we're getting more professional. So all of you who weren't going to share with your friends because we were fucking recording on a phone, maybe give a share.
And a second opinion.
Maybe a second opinion.
You want to fix your microphone? It's like not facing your face. That's worse now. Okay. Well, there you go. Well,
Okay. It's fine.
It ain't perfect. This is what happens when you get on Amazon.
So, thank you for listening to our podcast. Our first segment of the day, we have a segment called Shot Caller, where you, the audience, can pick the shot that we are going to take for the day.
And because...
So today we have a shot. I actually paid for it, but there's a story behind it. So this is a bottle of Captain Morgan dark rum. If you're not watching the video, if you are watching the video on YouTube, I'm showing it to the camera right now. And my friend, shout out to Margaret. She is from South Africa. And she has this recipe she showed me of this, I guess it's basically just hot chocolate and dark rum. But apparently they have a name for it. I can't remember it. What do I look like, a fucking linguist? But I bought this dark rum so we could put it in the hot chocolate and drink it on a cold day. We both work in the same industry, in the liquor industry, for different companies. That's how we know each other. So I have the rest of the bottle here. So shout out Margaret for giving us this Captain Morgan dark rum. And if you'd like to get your, do you want to pour some 2 shots there, Tyler? Thank you.
Nice.
He didn't react at all when I slid the bottle to him. If you want to pour those,
I have a microphone down my throat.
2 shots worth. But if you would like to pick the bottle that we drink on the podcast, you can send an email to the email on your screen right now.
And
I'm not going to put an email on.
Just mail us a bottle.
This is some ASMR. Hold on. If you would like to pick the shot that we take, please email this email.
I tried.
But this is the segment called Shot Caller, and that's it. So we're going to take this dark rum shot. Merci beaucoup.
And he gets the lighter one because he's a bitch when it comes to shots.
Okay, I'm I've been doubling the beers you take.
Doesn't mean you're not a bitch.
Okay, all right. Cheers.
God, that's so far. So if you want to get your
you know what? It's better. It's
hard
better,
shots up.
It's better with the hot chocolate.
Yeah. If you want to get your tolerance for hard shots up, just spend like 1 or 5 nights a week, like me, sipping hard liquor just on ice. It's fantastic.
See, I drink almost exclusively beer and wine.
Yeah.
And cider and stuff like that.
Well, we can't all be rich.
I'm not rich. Wait, you're rich.
Quote, I'm rich as fuck. Willows 2020.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, like
an hour ago?
Like every other hour.
Sounds like me.
Yeah.
I'm in a 3-piece suit if you're not watching.
Let's talk about your suit.
Yeah, so I actually want to talk about, I had a really good mental health week. If you're a familiar on this podcast or you know me at all, you know I've had a bad year. Bad 2019, at least. I was in a bad position, bad everything, whatever. But the last week, I had a good mental health week, and I capped it off by going to a clothing store here we have in Canada called Moore's, and I bought a suit and some vests and some shirts and like some nice stuff. And I watch a lot of Peaky Blinders, as Tyler does.
Yep.
And I decided that I want to be a 3-piece suit kind of guy.
I mean, who doesn't?
So I'm wearing a 3-piece blue suit right now. Or I took the jacket off technically, but
yeah, I think the favorite part for me is that shirt.
Nice fucking shirt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 3 shirts, like $40 a piece, but if you bought 3, they were $5 off. So okay, so I went on it's their fall clearance sale at this clothing store. So it was like a clearance rack or whatever. So I bought a suit, like jacket and pants, 3 shirts and 3 vests for $300.
Yeah, that's
which like is a fucking good price.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, great price. And when I was buying the suit, it was $199.
Okay.
And then he scans it and he's like, "Oh, actually, manufacturer deal on top of our store deal, $99."
Wow.
And I'm like, "Holy fuck!" Like, and then I'm like, "Oh yeah, word. Now I can buy another vest." Like, so yeah, I bought 3 vests. I bought this. The one I'm wearing currently is like a navy blue, and then I bought a gray, and then I bought a white one just to match my white pants that I bought the other day because I bought white pants on Amazon
on Labor Day.
Yeah, just so I could wear them on Labor Day because the whole white after Labor Day kind of meme.
Which is completely true.
Well, I Googled it because I'm like, this is weird white after Labor Day thing. It was made for rich people to shame poor people because they couldn't after the American Civil War, whenever that was.
Yeah.
18, whatever.
18 something, probably.
They couldn't afford.
Who knows?
Like poor people couldn't afford more than one outfit.
Right.
So the shaming was, "Oh look, you're wearing white after Labor Day." Like,
right. Look at my second outfit that I have.
Yeah, look at the second outfit that I have. It was literally just a fucking rich people scamming fucking.
I mean,
whatever.
is that any different than Instagram?
What's Instagram?
I don't know, honestly.
Do you have a topic you want to talk about?
My topic for the week is honestly, I'm just excited again about kind of podcasting and having, if anything, I'd like to talk about the idea of having a platform or a soapbox, if you will, to speak from, and
Sure.
why that's actually important, because like I've kind of resisted that idea. So if anything, like I want you to convince me into it again, as you usually do.
Well, why do you think you've convinced yourself against it?
Great start to the argument. Why not?
Exactly.
I think the argument against a soapbox is like, number one, like nobody cares, or
Yeah, fuck you, I care.
or everyone's situation is so unique that they don't need necessarily to hear from you. Like,
famous as fuck. Fuck them.
exactly, which is my favorite attitude of the vote Willows conspiracy and consortium is just, he's like, I'm rich as fuck you, or like I'm famous, or I'm the smartest fucking person, fuck you. Like, it's, believe it or not, it sounds kind of silly, but that's probably the smartest mindset that any entrepreneur can have.
Willows has the smartest mindset. I wouldn't have guessed.
Don't tell him I said that.
Okay, so you haven't cracked a beer yet.
Neither of you.
So I just finished this one. We're
okay.
going to crack this one that I made us at the vendor both take one. It's the 8% beer.
Double lager,
It's called
heavy.
House Heavy Double Lager. I'm in the liquor industry. I don't know what that means.
Isaacs. Can we get a lifeline?
Premium double. No, I just assume.
Can we get a lifeline?
I assume they use double the
Lager.
malt. I don't know.
They malt it twice.
Well, no. If it's higher alcohol, it needs to be higher sugar content. So the malt they use.
So here's something that I know about. Crack it.
You didn't do that in the mic. Hold on.
Much better.
Okay.
One thing I do know about, like, was it Labatt Blue?
Labatt Blue is named after the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Fun fact.
Right. So the Labatt Blue King Can is.
We're gonna cheers this here.
What's. It's so difficult.
Now that we have.
Double lager equals.
I'm gonna say double like malt because I think that's where the sugar comes from when you make beer.
All right, somebody who knows, Darcy, please save us.
Right? Well, taste it. It's not hoppy. Like
No,
it's
no, it's good.
definitely malty. Like
Well, lagers are not offensive.
No, but malt is where you get the sugar from.
Right.
So if you're going to make it 8%, you got to double the malt, like essentially.
Right. So double the malt compared to the water, the vault. I don't know. We're not being
Yeah,
makers.
more malt compared to the water. Yeah, well, everything else. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you do. Yeah.
If you came,
No one cares. I'm going to cut this all
if
out.
you came for a craft beer podcast,
This is not a craft beer content podcast. This is a business podcast, Tyler.
and we have mics.
It doesn't say that on the board anymore, but today it says we have mics because we do. But this is a business podcast. So let's talk about business. I had a business podcast. I don't know if you're aware, but I have this business mastermind that I have every week.
Uh-huh.
So it's three of my other friends. It's myself, my friend Mitch, my friend Jean-Luc, and then my friend Tyler Bergen.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
Go on.
Shit! Okay, you're part of this
Go on.
mastermind that we have.
Yeah.
Anyway. And Mitchell posted a question to us yesterday. And I think it might be interesting to talk about it on here. So so my phone is recording right now the video. So I have no way to read off the question that he asked. So if you could grab your phone, that's what I was trying to.
Okay, all right.
I was trying to show you with my eyes.
Well,
was that?
Well, I can't see out of my eyes, so.
Well, what else do you see out of?
Something to discuss for next week. We're gonna get a head start on it. Sorry, Mitch. Predictions for the next 10 years.
This is like a thought experiment.
Right, on the following topics: political, environmental, biggest industries / new industries, spending trends, job availability and trends, job trends, Willow's mental health score.
Excuse? Oh yeah, because I was gonna kill myself by then.
Yeah, no, it's on the list.
Yeah.
Also, dead industries
I'll go into that later.
/ Bill Gates. No, we can't talk about that one. So
Keep that open.
Yes.
So we can refer to it.
okay.
So the thought experiment was because the mastermind that we have between the four of us is mostly like business oriented, like goals oriented, but we do like thought experiments because it helps us all grow
It's more so
mentally.
It's more so about discussions we want to have because
Yeah.
what
Well, we're the smartest people I know.
right what
The four of us.
what good
Right.
is a mastermind? What good is a good group of friends if you can't like pose to them questions that just like burn in your own mind? Because you can.
Well, you and Mitch, I don't know, but like me and JL are the smartest people I know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. It's
Mitch is fine, but like you, I don't know. And what is the good of having smart fucking friends if you can't have these thought experiments that are out of the realm of comprehension of other people, right?
right. Like high conversations with your stoner friends.
Or drunk conversations with your drunk friends.
Hey, like
This
right
podcast. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, great.
So
Now that we've established that.
What Mitch floated to us was what basically a 10-year thing. So in 10 years, what kind of political climate is going to happen? What kind of businesses are going to be dominated? Is Willows going to have killed himself or not? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So let's just go in order on this.
Political.
Yeah. Political is the first one?
Yeah, I'm down for political. I haven't.
What do you think the political climate is going to be in 10 years? So that is 2.5 American elections and 3 Canadian elections?
Something like that. Depends what happens in the next month.
So, in my opinion, we switch back and forth from liberal to conservative every election or two.
Well, roughly every 2 terms.
And neither of them make any fucking difference.
True.
So just do the math. We're going to be 2 away from this election. I don't think anything. I don't think we're going to have a revolution in this country.
No.
We're Canadian, by the way. I
Or-
don't think we're going to have an armed revolution. I don't think we're going to change. I think we're going to be part of the same 2 or 3 political parties that we have right now, that's going to be the same. I don't think we're going to fucking change in 10 years.
Probably not. But like, I mean, is that some nihilism, cheerful nihilism?
No.
Like,
no.
I know you're being realistic, but
that's
like,
just the
like,
political system we live in, man.
Right,
like,
but how do you feel about that? The fact that it's going to be no fucking different.
No, I think it's fine. I'm not in a position where I think that
The status quo is destroying your life.
Yeah, I don't think the prime minister has that much effect over your personal life.
Right, because I mean, you've proven in the last year that you can, in fact, be the master of your own personal life by, petitioning, lobbying the government, and being like, hey,
yeah, no, I've personally changed like law. I've personally changed provincial liquor law in my business. I think that my provincial government is much more relevant than my federal government.
And provincial and municipal, for most of the time, or for most people's instances, is what's relevant.
Well, that's what I don't get about people they're so misinformed. We're like, look at Trump's America. Look at all these fucking, protests where it's like the governor is responsible for that. You know what I mean?
Chief, look at your mayor. Yeah. Look at your
why is some
deputies.
guy in a fucking state that you're not even a part of making this? So you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't. I think people are very disingenuous. Like, I saw a picture today actually. So Black Lives Matter, as a movement, right, was founded in 2014.
I don't remember.
It was
fairly recent. It was a Rodney
King. It was 2014. Do you know who the president was in 2014?
Obama.
Holy shit. That was a black guy.
Really?
Holy shit, wait. This whole movement isn't because of Trump? Holy fuck. Dude, like, so many people were like, Trump is racist, therefore we need Black Lives Matter. Do you remember when Obama was president? Number one, he drone striked the most countries ever, but those are just Muslims, so it's fine. But do you remember when they ordered U.S. troops to shoot at, or I don't think they shot at them, but like to defend, to attack natives on their land because they didn't want a pipeline going through the water supply?
Isn't that still happening?
It's still happening, yeah. But Standing Rock and a couple other reserves, that was Obama.
Yeah.
Was the president. When these militarized police, which people were like, oh, Trump's doing this militarized police. When these militarized police ordered by Obama.
I'm pretty sure the Democrats implemented the first procedures that militarized
They
police.
did. Well, Bush and Clinton both helped. Right. These, everyone literally goes back and forth, right? And like, they had militarized soldiers with guns defending pipelines for Native people. And Native people, I guess, I don't want to say are less relevant, but like are less talked about in America. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
We're like, because here, it's... like we always say, like, I personally say we're on Treaty 1 land.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people, like, we're very Native culture, at least aware in this country, in Canada.
Yeah, certainly. At least, like,
at least I am.
Yeah, between the two of us, for sure.
Our circles are.
Yeah.
Very, aware of Native culture.
And aware.
But in
America,
how... they're really not. They don't give a fuck about Native. When you mention a Native to a fucking American, they think casinos.
Right.
They think these racist fucking, literally, like
they're American racism. You think white versus black.
Yeah, but
I think the racism against Aboriginal people is like so deep seated. It's like everyone can agree on those racist stereotypes.
Well, because they killed fucking 97% of native people in America, and Britain was only able to kill 50%. So we still have some natives here. You know what's a weird thing? Like, if you're watching the video in the podcast right now, you'll see some Muhammad Ali and some Che Guevara, and I'm not endorsing any.
We don't endorse or condemn anything.
Yeah, we don't endorse it. Like I'm.
The only thing we endorse is personal freedom.
Exactly. Yeah. Like Che Guevara was a homophobe, and different things, but whatever. And I think Muhammad Ali was a communist, but whatever. I don't endorse anything like that. But I also I think I would make a lot of people's heads explode, because I would describe myself as an anarcho-capitalist, idealistically, or or libertarian, less idealistically. And a lot of liberals would be like, "Oh yeah, you're a libertarian, so you believe in fucking raping kids because they don't like." I'm using quotations here. Libertarians don't believe in consent. Like, if even if you're under the age of consent, you can consent because you're an individual. Shit like that, whatever.
That's a pretty extreme twist on a simple idea.
I've heard that a lot before, though.
That's insane.
But I just believe adults should be able to consent to whatever they want and whatever. But I also, I think this would blow a lot of liberals' heads, is that I acknowledge that I have white privilege.
Oh, absolutely. Like,
I think that I was able to get ahead in my, start my business. Maybe not I've been homeless before. I've been in a very rough position. Like, I've been around, addicts and violence, and I've been there before. But I always knew, I could walk into a fucking store, dressed relatively nicely, and be treated better than my friends who are native.
Yeah, 100%.
Who live with their fucking parents and going to university.
Yeah.
Just because I was white. So I 100% acknowledge that, because I am a white Canadian, that I have privilege. I literally do. And even though I was homeless, I had people didn't fucking look at me like I was going to steal. When I was stealing their food from fucking Sobeys, from a grocery store, I wasn't watched because I was white. 100%, no question.
Yeah, and probably, you try to dress up a little bit above what
I always did, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think that's a big point that divides me from these anarcho-capitalist and these libertarian people, is that I'm okay, I should be able to run a business. I should be able to not pay tax. Taxation is theft, and you shouldn't be able to steal from me, and whatever, blah, blah, and individual rights and all, whatever. But I also think I have privilege. I think that's where I'm in a weird middle point where right and left hate me.
I think, no, that's 100% right. I had a political argument with someone on Instagram, and same idea, where if you basically disagree with both sides fundamentally, for different reasons on each side, obviously, people just don't know how to identify.
You ever watch Pulp Fiction?
Of course.
Where Samuel L. Jackson is like, I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. That?
Yeah.
So I saw a meme that was when you're roasting a liberal and a conservative comes see your back. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
You're
up. Next.
Yeah, you're next.
You're fucking next.
Yeah, you're next. And I always say on this podcast, if you've listened to this podcast before, I follow groups that are far left and far right.
And they're pretty much the same.
Because I make fun of both of them.
Exactly.
Because they're both fucking idiots. Right now, It's 2020. It's the month of September. COVID is bad.
Not great.
Not great. Manitoba's doing fine.
About the
We're
same
at
as we've done.
16 deaths total for 1 million population.
Which is pretty great.
But we just opened schools again, and we've had like eight infections in the last 2 days. John Berkshire has 4 now.
8?
Yeah.
I thought it was more.
Okay, so it's more.
Pretty sure it's more.
So, whatever. But America's fucked. But whatever.
We're talking in tens. They're talking in thousands.
Yeah. And I'm very like, you're an individual. You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want. But I'm also very like, listen to science. Fuck off.
Well, okay, let's talk about the difference, like the fundamentals of personal choice, so long as it doesn't interfere with your fellow man.
Yeah, so that's the basis of libertarian ideology.
Isn't that a principle of Satanism, though?
No. It's called, well, yeah, part of it, but it's called the NAP, the non-aggression principle, which you're allowed to do whatever you want in life as long as you don't violate somebody else's NAP.
Right.
Which is anything they don't want to happen. So there's always the like memes of, so I'm an anarchist or I'm a libertarian. Someone walks on my property and I shoot them in the fucking face. But the realistic is, someone walks on my property, I politely ask them to leave because I'm not a fucking crazy person, and they do. And it's fine. The idea of an NAP is if anything ever violates you, like you are uncomfortable with it, you're allowed to. And this is like you said, this is a satanic rule of the earth or whatever. Is Satanists, LaVey Satanists describe something as open territory, which is anything that's not, quote, your lair. Your lair is your home.
Right.
Or
your
any
domain,
property
your
you
land.
own. That's your lair. If you're in open territory, which is something that's not your lair, so in public, someone does something that you're not comfortable with, you may ask them to stop. And if they don't stop, I think the quote is, you may destroy them.
Simple.
Well, Satanism is all about metaphor.
Yeah.
It's all about hyperbole.
Right. It could be verbally. It could be...
Like Anton LaVey, if you look up, like Google what he was saying, like people were like, why do you dress up like a fucking in robes and shit? He's like, man, it's fucking... Literally, he said, like, all religions are fake. So, I'm just making it cool.
Right. I'm just having fun with it.
Like, he's like, I'm making it theater.
Right.
And that's why he dressed up in these black robes and fucking did... he had
Have you been to an Anglican, like, church?
Well, I have, yes.
Like, there's lots of robes.
My, there's
a lot of rules you can't break.
My mom's family is Ukrainian Catholic. And you have I have 4-hour funerals.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Same with Carly's family.
I have 4-hour funerals where they don't say the guy's name for 2 hours because they're just talking about God, right?
Right.
And when
weddings, man, fucking 1-hour wedding ceremonies.
When they do half of it in fucking Latin.
Rough.
Yeah, I've been there. And when you talk about Satanism, Anton LaVey himself, who founded Satanism, said like, yeah, man, like we fuck around. He has weddings and funerals and shit with naked girls. He's like puts a bunch of naked chicks in the middle of the room and fucking lights candles and dresses and fucking these robes with hats and shit. And interviewers were like, why are you wearing the hat? He's like, I don't know. I think it's funny. Like,
yeah, I like the hat, bro.
No, he's like, every religion is bullshitting you.
Yeah, you don't ask.
No, but
you don't
ask. I'm honest. That's what he said. He's like, I am the only one that's upfront about we're bullshitting you. It's a theater. It's funny. Like, why do people go to theaters?
Entertainment value.
Like, so he's saying, like, because people are like, oh, you shouldn't do. He's like, why the fuck do you watch a movie? Like, yeah, people get entertainment in this shit, and that was his thing, and you know.
The only difference with the religion is you get compliance and community cohesion out of it.
The only thing is with religion is people think it's real. That's a hot take, maybe.
Hot takes, meme.
You know what? Let's talk about religion a little bit before we go into the business topic.
Okay, we're going. We were talking about politics.
So
principles of politics is like 10 years.
Everything connects, buddy. Everything fucking connects.
It goes all the way to the top.
So
10 years.
I would never. When I was younger, I used to, in my like Twitter bio, I used to say, what is it? I hate politicians, I hate religion, and I hate people that say Tuesday instead of Tuesday. That's what I used to say in my my Twitter bio. But I've gotten to a point where like I don't hate religion anymore for like what it stands for, because people are just trying to figure shit out.
Yeah, 100%. People need to identify with something.
And Immortal Technique has a great line where he's like, wait, your Christianity is true and my 10,000 years of native culture is wrong? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I don't like. That was one of the first. I don't know if I ever told the story, but we used to go to church when I was a kid. When I was very young, because my grandfather, who my mother was very close with, and who I was very close with, was religious. Smart man, I respect him, but he died when I was 12. But we used to go to church, and it was probably because of him. Because he was like the patriarch of the
family. He's like,
family.
We go to church.
I think it was mostly him. And I remember, I have vivid memories when I was probably 7. Like before school, me and my friend Nick would go to church together. And what happened was it was like, what, a 2-hour service?
Usually, yeah.
But the kids would do an hour, and then they would go to Sunday school.
Yeah.
Right? Because they knew we didn't have the fucking attention span.
Mennonite church like 20 minutes and then go.
Okay, we're not. We went to a John Black United Church. It was all denominations.
Right.
So there was no specific denomination because I wasn't religious, right? But I have vivid memories, and my mother confirmed this. Instead of giving you a Bible, they give the kids like a kid Bible with like pictures, so they could follow along, right? Me and Nick, my friend, used to draw mustaches on Jesus, and like we used to fuck around in the Bible, in the kid Bible, draw devil horns and draw whatever, right? We're just fucking around. Like, even when I was fucking 6 years old.
Couldn't accept the dogma.
Yeah. And then I remember, I have a fucking vivid memory. I don't know how old I was. Probably 10. I don't remember, but of them being like, this is the Christian, this is Jesus, this is whatever. And I remember thinking, because, I had internet. Like, I was born in 1996, so like this would have been 2002, 2003, right? Mm-hmm. I was on the internet. And I remember reading about like, okay, Islam exists and Judaism exists. And, like I remember hearing about it. And even that young, I remember thinking like, wait, how old is this religion?
It's not that old.
And they're like, yeah, 1,000 years, whatever it is. And I'm like, wait, why did this become like right?
When did this become the message?
Wait, so Islam is wrong. They're like, yeah. And I'm like, Judaism is wrong. They're not right about Christ being, divine. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, Buddhism, that's wrong. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. So everyone else is wrong except this. They're like, yeah. And I'm like, this is more recent than the other ones? And I'm like, yeah.
Like, so I heard what y'all said,
Yeah,
but I got a better idea.
I literally, I have vivid memories of me being like, why would everything else that everyone said be wrong and what we said be right? And obviously, they don't have an answer to that.
And even beyond that, my experience with it was when I was 19, through whatever music and outreach work I was doing, I saw, and like, get this, count the weeks in a year, I saw 94 churches.
Well, yeah, you were religious when you
year.
were...
No. This wasn't when I was in religious fervor. This was like, I'm on tour with the boys. Like, we're having a good time.
That too.
So 90 some churches in 52 weeks.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of pastors. That's a lot of church leadership. That's a lot of community leaders, elders, whatever, people that we met and spoke with. And the one thing I learned is none of them agree on even the most basic fundamentals of Christianity. And like, what does it mean to be saved? How long are you saved? When are you saved? When are you not saved? Like, the fundamentals of the sales pitch can't be agreed on.
So, I don't watch him anymore for a long time, but shout out to Roja Kincaid, TJ Kincaid, the amazing atheist on YouTube. Look him up. He's still big. I don't watch him anymore, but I used to. He was the first person that like hit me on, hey, this is kind of dumb. I always remember his video when he like broke all 10 commandments.
Do explain.
We broke whatever, like
on video, all 10.
Yeah,
like you murdered somebody.
No, he's like, I'm gonna murder people the legal way by paying my taxes because they kill people in the Middle East.
Interesting.
Right, it was funny, but and he's like, covet my neighbor's goods, and he's like zooming in on his neighbor's roof. He's like, oh, I fucking wish I had that chimney. Like it was pretty funny.
I like that Corvette and those shingles.
Yeah, literally, like, so whatever. Yeah, there was a point when I was young that I was questioning organized religion because my parents were not very like strict about it. Right? We didn't go to church every Sunday. We did occasionally. My grandmother was more strict, and my grandfather was more strict. And my grandmother is still alive, and she goes to church, but she respects that our, but, excuse me. I think my main point was that I think most of organized religion is bullshit. But I don't know what the fuck. Like, I would never, if someone asked, like, if I needed to write on a census what my religion was, I would say atheist. I don't believe in shit. But if I had a conversation with somebody, I would say agnostic. Where I think there is something out there. Because I don't know how the fuck you know how like me and you are both smart. We've obviously learned about the human brain and everything. Mm-hmm. Like, we are fucking ridiculous. Our body and our brain can do like unfathomable things, right? And whether there's I don't think there's a God that made us in their image. I don't think that. I don't think there's a guy on a throne. But the fact that we exist in a world where nothing exists, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. Like, it's... I don't know. It's chaos, right?
Absolutely, it's chaos.
So the fact that we exist as humans and we can do a podcast when slugs are slugs or dirt is dirt, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. But if you pressed me, no, I think it's just evolution. But in a optimistic sense, I want to think that there's something bigger out there that was able to create the universe and us and everything. But there's no way that this fucking guy wants us to pray to him 3 times a day on our fucking knees. You know?
He's like, I don't need that, man. I can do anything I want.
There's no fucking way.
He's like, bro, you figure it out.
He speaks English, number 1.
Well, probably.
Number 2, he gives a shit if I'm masturbating. Number 3, he looks like a white man.
Why is masturbating wrong if it's A, so easy, and B, so fun?
I don't want to get into this, but give me a business topic, Tyler.
Okay, so we were on politics. I want to wind back to that.
What's politics?
Because the idea is 10 years from now, it's not going to change.
Oh, yeah, we were doing this 10-year thing.
Okay, so I could actually tie this together, believe it or not. Politics and religion are not far separated, right? Politics and religion have always been closely tied because number one way that you control a population is through like brute force. Like, I am stronger than you, I beat the fuck out of you, therefore you listen to me. That's like step 1. Step 2,
right?
Keep going. Step 2 of controlling a population is from force to I am in charge because, and at that point you have like chiefs saying, I'm the intermediary to the gods. I am in control of your connection to the gods, which is very Catholic, is very strong in a lot of Aboriginal religions with the shamans and the chief being the only access to the gods, or like with specific altars and holy sites and different things that you could not access without certain permission. And then from there, God became a part of government, where God endorses government. Okay, it's like God does spirit and government does operations day to day, takes care of the world. And then it goes from God backs government to government is government and God is real or not real, but government is government and fucking listen to us. Like, godlessness is an evolution of government, and it has been over thousands of years. So politics as they are right now are going to be consistently A, godless, and B, probably basically the same thing that they are last year, next year, and creating the illusion of choice.
Well, I think the biggest, because but you still see in America, in the United States of America, they still say like God bless us and God bless America, whatever, right? They're still doing like
But what's the margin of people that actually say that with belief?
In America?
It's got to be under 30%.
No, it's got to be higher than that, buddy. In America?
I don't think it is.
In America?
I don't think it is.
Here, let's finish this beer.
Oh, God. One tap.
Cheers. Yeah.
Yeah. That's such a reach. Oh. God damn it, you're such a loud swallower.
Am I? You want to hear as loud as a swallow as I am? I am intoxicated.
No shit.
Hey.
You went on a 20-minute rant about a religion.
I'll go on a 20-minute rant about you.
So long story short, the federal government doesn't control your fucking life. They control maybe some parts about it, but if you're using that as an excuse to live or not live your life, get the fuck over it. Like, yeah, I get activism. I get becoming a part of it. I get petitioning, voting, saying something. And, like, Yeah, fucking Trump's a lunatic, and Biden. It's like Weekend at Biden's over with the Democratic Party. I think that's gonna be my Halloween costume because I think it's fucking hilarious.
Did you see Joe Biden walked out the other day and he played Despacito in his fucking phone?
No.
Despacito is a meme, right?
Yeah.
He literally walked out on his phone, put it to the mic, and said, Despacito. No, it's fucked.
Is he?
Are we in a fucking simulation right now?
Yeah, likely. Most likely.
Like, you say a joke, and it's real.
Yeah. Yeah, so Despacito is the new platform of the Democrats.
Can you read that thing that we're supposed to be answering?
The next thing after politics?
No, the 10-year thing.
Yeah, the next thing after politics?
Yes.
Forgive me, he's drunk. So, after politics is environmental. Ooh, this is a fun one.
This is a good one, yeah.
Especially because
Right
fucking now, California is burning.
California's on fire right now.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the devil's playground, so it makes sense.
California bought like 100,000 acres of fucking trees from Australia.
Eucalyptus trees,
Which is
funny.
That like don't decay and their sap like is flammable. Like they're literally idiots.
It explodes.
Well, no, because why does they're like, oh, Republican fucking, laws make this when it's, how long has California been Democrat? Like a long fucking time. And
No. Trump was saying the Democratic governor, blah, 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 is like it's their fault of the forestry management that's making this place burn down. Like majority of forestry management in California is actually subject to federal government.
Really?
So
okay, I didn't know that. It's
like Trump saying, fucking governors, and then it's actually completely under his jurisdiction.
Why can't state fire department can't just put down the fire?
No. He's talking about the management, the park management.
They're all idiots. They can both be idiots, right?
Nobody knows what
the
they're
Democrats
doing.
and the Republicans can both be dumb.
Okay, as someone who has had a busy schedule,
I've never had a busy schedule. I've never actually had a business or a job
or a
in my life.
schedule.
I've never had anything in my life.
Okay. So as someone who's had a busy schedule,
right.
When someone's like, "What are we doing with the trees?" You're like, "What are my options?" They're like, "This or this." You're like,
What do I look like? Fucking Gandalf? I don't know. Fucking
like,
put some spray fucking plastic on it.
You're like, "What do you say to your secretary?" And they're like, "Would you like a mocha?" And you're like, "All right, option B." There's no nefarious intention here. We're all just a bunch of fucking idiots.
I'm not. I'm smart.
Okay, Willows. You having troubles with the microphone there?
Are you having troubles with your dick?
No.
Okay, well then neither am I.
Okay. I think everyone gets to some people. I shouldn't say everyone. That's generous. I think everyone gets to the point in their life where they're like, okay, we're all adults and nobody knows what the fuck they're doing.
Word.
And if you expect politicians to save you,
you're dumb.
Wake the fuck up.
No, there's no way that because people are like, oh, I'm going to vote Obama. What's white Obama's name? What? No, seriously.
Joe Biden.
Biden, yeah.
White Obama. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
They're like, I'm going to vote Biden and things are going to change. And then they don't.
No.
But then what happens?
Nothing.
They're like, oh, yeah, whatever. And then in 8 years, a Republican wins and it's back to this bullshit. Like, literally no one's making fucking progress.
Well, it's progress, but it's very slow.
Name one bill.
No.
Because you can.
I could discuss ideas, but I don't know what Bill's specific.
Exactly, because you're not educated on the fucking...
No, because I don't have the time.
I know, because you're dumb. That's fine.
Man, tracking specific...
You can build your fucking tiles. You're still dumb.
Tracking specific bills for the average schmo, even if he's enthusiastic about politics...
Yeah, just read a fucking...
It's fucking difficult. Like...
Okay.
So the...
Okay. All right.
I heard an interview...
Yeah, I agree with you.
Recently.
Yay!
Shut the fuck up.
Excuse?
Okay. I heard an interview recently from like that...
Who?
I forget what her name is, but she...
What?
She
Who?
had a lot of articles written
Who
about
are
her.
you?
Famous...
Sorry.
Relatively.
Fuck.
Famous WNBA player. Who's like...
WNBA?
Yes.
WWE?
Yes. Who said...
Billiards?
I'm not showing up to the rest of the season because I'm going to participate in activism.
Word.
And in an interview, whatever, shortly after with probably the New York Times, and she was saying, like, or they were asking, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with your time off? She's like, I don't fucking know. I just said I'm going to be an activist, and then it took her like a few weeks to figure out what to be an activist about. And basically, after all this time and publicity and whatever, she narrowed down to like one thing, and it was like one item that sounded like a great thing to be an activist about. I'm like, I'd never fucking heard of it. Like, you cannot fight for fucking everything.
Agreed.
In this world, all you fight for is what really affects you.
Yeah.
So fight for what you need, fight for what you believe in, and become a libertarian. Is really what I'm saying.
Or don't make anything.
So Willows, let me ask you this. Horrible question.
We're at like an hour.
If you had to vote,
yeah,
in the U.S. election,
yeah,
you had two options.
Yeah.
You had Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
And you had Captain Trump.
Donald Trump.
Captain.
Donald Trump.
Sir Trump.
Yeah.
Which would you lean towards and why?
I would vote for Donald Trump because I don't think Joe Biden is out of his fucking mind. And Donald Trump is probably worse for America, which I like.
I like the way you spun that.
Because fuck America. You know when the last time they had a good president was? John F. fucking Kennedy. What are you pointing at?
Biggest industries / new industries in the next 10 years.
We're going way more tech. We're going way more no people. Like, we're going to manufacturing without fucking people. Like,
so if you're starting a company, where would you go?
Manufacturing. But in like the manufacturing part can be done by a robot.
So any manufacturing, really.
Yeah.
No, I think so. I'm running a business plan right now, kind of around this idea, and they're like future proofing. What's going to work for you? What's going to fail? And I think there's a certain degree of human activity that doesn't change with technology or time. You have entertainment, hospitality, like sex, love, drugs, drunk, travel, like all these things, they don't really change with technology. They just like maybe change shape, they change direction, destination. Like there's some changes, but it doesn't matter how advanced humanity will be. People will still get drunk. People will still get married. People will still have reason to get away. Okay.
thank you for listening to Alcohol Beyond This Point.
Don't close like that. I think Willows
What?
pre-gamed really hard for this episode.
I didn't. I'm not drunk.
You pre-gamed like a fucking man.
I think you should order a pizza.
Or woman.
Now.
I will.
And then when we're done the podcast, we eat the pizza. I don't know exactly where we ended, but thank you for listening to Alcohol Beyond This Point. This is a podcast by me, and my name is Willows, and my co-host
is Tyler.
And we got kind of too drunk, and we ordered some pizza.
Speak
and
for yourself.
What does that mean?
Okay, do we want this to be a JRE type of shit? Where
Name the last thing we talked about.
We were trying.
Name the last thing.
To talk about environment.
No.
Global warming.
We weren't.
Y'all heard of the California fires?
Thank you for listening to Alcohol Beyond This Point. I really appreciate it. My name is Willows. Vote Willows, VOTWILOWS on everything. And my co-host is named Tyler, and his at
is Tyler _ the builder. Spell it your damn self.
Thank you for listening. If you're listening to our podcast right now, can you please comment anywhere you're listening, where you're listening from?
Mostly, do you like our microphones?
These are some good microphones, so I appreciate it. And if you are a person...
You are a person.
Just vote Willows.
Thank you.
I don't know. Yeah, thank you.
Bye.